Hello there, folks, and welcome to the stream. My name is Mike D'Angelo, aka That Tellest Guy. We are back today looking at the covered bridge map. I just want to wrap this one up. This is one of the last ones that we're missing from the main map that the main maps that we were working on for the day one backers for Kickstarter. So I want to try and get this done. There is a place near, well, it's on the way to where I go to work, and for whatever reason, like, that was kind of what inspired the covered bridge map, even though there's no covered bridge there. For some reason, it always evokes like this kind of concept to me. If you are like driving along this road, there is like just to the side of, it's not like a long bridge like this or anything. There's like a little spot where like a tree used to stand, and around that tree stump is like a couple of like stone chairs and stuff like that. It's kind of weird, but it strangely like looks pretty cool the way it all comes together. So what we're gonna do is kind of bring that to life in a way, represented on this map. So we're gonna do a stump like that, and I think what I'm gonna try and do, I don't know if it's gonna work actually. We didn't do too much yet, so we should be okay to try this out. So there is... Oh, why can't I do it? Map needs to be saved first. Here, let's do this. Rather than do that, let's just go back into the covered bridge. Oh, Pickledorf says, "Yo, dude, long time, no Milky Bots? What the heck is no Milky Bots?" Oh, never mind. Milky Bots is what you feed to your growing boy. All right, we're going to use the custom layer tool real quick because I think that might help me to develop what I want to. There's like, they've got the Shamrock bench, but it doesn't quite do what I want it to, and I want to see if I tweak this with the clipping masks, it lets me do what I want to. So I'm going to add another object layer. So I've got a couple of object layers here. So we're going to start with object layer 3. Let's go get the table first, or the Shamrock table. Stump. Hello, Jillian and Y. All right, we're going to bring that back down to 50. This we don't really need to do too much with, but we'll just throw that there. Let's actually move it down. Can we just click drag? Yes, we can. Same thing with that layer. So now they're both under the grid. So let's go and get our Shamrock bench. So I want to try and see if I can pull this off. Don't know if I can. Bump it up to about 36. And then what I'm going to do is grab a clipping mask, which isn't there. It's up here instead. It's going to search for everything. It's the one bad thing about these. Matt, I have been playing Balatro. Playing it like crazy. It's one of the reasons I'm so late this morning. Wait, evening. Alright, so it doesn't like the placement for some reason. Oh god, why? Why are you doing that? That's kind of weird. Oop, what was that just saying? Playing Balatro, Alatro. Yes, yeah, I really enjoy it. Alright, I don't know why it's disappearing up there. Let's try and move it to object layer 2. There we go. So you do lose a little bit, and what I the whole thing that I was thinking about doing, I don't know if it'll work, but I figured this was a fun way to try, would be to grab the bench. Don't know why you didn't want to be the same size as your friend. Throw that up here. One more object layer. And oh, you're just getting rid of everything. That doesn't do me any good. You're useless to me. Yeah, for some reason I had thought that it was only going to get rid of the things below that layer. Well, yeah, that doesn't do what I want it to. It doesn't do anything. Let me see if I can do... do a soft mask instead. We can get the square one. And we'll make it wider, because wider is better. See, the only problem is I can't get things from multiple layers. I can move it on the sub layer, but that doesn't do anything for me. Let's do this. Scooch you. Let me try this one more time. There we go. So now you're on the sub layer, and I can be a little bit more precise. Grab everything. Yeah, you see that a little bit too much, I think. It's not doing what I want to. I really just wanted it to be more bench without like the backing, and I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do that. It does look like I did. Let me throw my headphones on just in case there was sound. I was at 2 subscribers and now I'm at 3, so thank you. All right, one more time. Let's see if I can tweak this. Get this to look the right way. Pickledorf says hydrate, and I have water, so I shall do so. Shanks, man. Let's see. It was on the sub layer? Is that what it was? Ah, okay. Yeah, that's weird. It's weird that it's like getting like half and half sometimes. Whatever. Maybe I do have to do the hard edge in order to pull it off. I feel like it's... Oh, you know what? Let's do that too. Matthew likes it when we don't use the grid. Let's see if we can build this out a little bit differently. Still gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup, but maybe I could pull it off. All right, and then bench cluster. So now here I should be able to shrink it down and it's not going to lose any of that. So 36 or so. And I'll have to look and see if it still looks okay when it's, well, that's not right. A little better. How do you get out of the group? I don't know how to get out. Escape. Escape is the way. Okay, we're gonna tweak that a little bit. Yeah. Shadows need to face this way. This little point of interest here. Let's throw a couple of other things over here. Maybe do a little bit of... Do I have a top layer? I do have a top layer. Let's brush a little bit of shadow onto those spots. Let's see, we should be able to do this on the foreground layer, maybe? Do a test real quick. Yes. And a little bit there. Okay, and let's throw some other stuff into the object layer. Since we're using the stump and the shamrock stuff, maybe we can throw in some other fey type stuff. Lantern looks a little too big for my liking. Okay, and we got some mugs and stuff. Why not a basket of chestnuts? kind of garden witchy. That's the vibe we're going for. And maybe this person's got a book. It's all mushy right now, but it'll look much better when it's put together in high res. I feel like I want to give something to the other people too. Got the Fairy Home and then the Fey Forest. I feel like, didn't we have something that was specifically, there we go, Elven. Let's see. Little harp. I wonder if I make it like a 10, it'll feel a little bit more like a lyre. Actually, do we have that anywhere? I thought we did. Not instrument. I'm missing out. I need an elven lyre. One more thing. We've got Elven Homes, which we were just looking at. Got distracted by a text. Alright, you know what? I don't need every one of them to have something. This one over here gets nothing. Alright, so we got that little meeting spot. Let's Matt, are you still paying attention? Guess that's a no. Alright. Let me see if I can do this with the specialized object layers. Can I move it under the background? It looks like I can. Oh, he says, yes, I am, si, senor. I wanted to get your opinion on the rapids and see if you thought I needed a little bit more bubbles and stuff. But now I'm testing something else. I want to see if I move it under the background layer, completely disappears. Ratfink. What if can I flatten it still or no? It says I can. Okay. And then on the background layer, can I do anything? Alright, so you can still do the same thing that you did before. So I could have that in there. Don't need to, but can. Alright, let me get rid of the grid. What do you think, Matt? Do we need more rapids here and there? I feel like you'd probably like them. Do some along the side of the river. I need them randomized though. There's not. You can't do rapids in the line tool, can you? No, I didn't think so. Jill and I want to see more for sure. Okay. I'm going to do some along the side just to make it do a little bit more of back and forth flow. Let's change up the size of some of these so that they at least look a little bit different when you're looking at them. Waves, you can do sections for where you are, right? Meow. Is there rapids? Oh yeah, I was looking at the same thing. I did not see them in there, but you are right. Maybe we can find them in. Oh, I am in waves. And I was looking at rapids in the line tool, but maybe waves is the way to go. There are. Oh God. That's a little too big. I can mess with the stamp scale. Mess with the opacity a little bit. The weird thing is, the one that comes bottled in almost looks a little bit unreal. So we use the line tool a little bit. I think that's facing the wrong way. No, I was right. Oh, but I do need to move it down. Let's do... Oh, I guess it is under. Okay, that works. One stamp that can go right on those rocks that might look good, just outline like an inch off the shore every so often. You mean like that? Got a little bit of it here and there. I feel like I need more rocks in there too. Yeah, I feel like these waves are much better than just using the little ones that they have. It's going to be time to go back to the coastal map soon. Maybe bump the opacity up in that one. I'll definitely have to take a look once we're in high def. We'll see if everything looks okay. My nose is whistling. Take all those line waves and reduce their opacity a smidge. It might be a little too low. What about that? Does that look better? I still think, ooh, I said also, like I was saying before, there's the one stamp that looks like a rock and, oh, I know what you're talking about. I think it's even in the Sea, Oceans, and Life pack. Yep, I was wrong. So the question is, where is it? Oh, there it is. This is the one you were talking about, right? I was saying before, there's the one stamp that looks like a rock in the water that, if done correctly, could look nice on top of those rocks. You're talking about these ones over here? And the next group. You are so close. Where am I? Is it in Sea, Ocean, and Life? Or did I already have the right one? Okay, so it sounded like I already have the right one. Where would you throw that? Just further back, or... Or would you have that even further up in here? Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's my internet or if it's my computer. I feel like it's the computer today. Everything's running real slow today. I'm going to try and flatten this to the background real quick instead of doing the opacity. These might already be flattened out, so let's try this real quick. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to clash with the other waves. Just throw it over here. Try it out and see what it looks like. We are going to do it a little differently. Alright, so it is flattened to the background again. Let's do around the rapids a little bit. Use the pen. We'll just use, it'll work better that way. I'll have a little bit poking out. And then to your point, Matt, we'll use the other one over here. There's a lot happening on that side already, so let's move it over here. And one more flatten. Back to the brush layer. Yes. All right, I still do want to put a couple of other rocks in here because I do think that it looks a little bit, you know what, we might be able to do something a little different to accomplish what I want under there. So let's go to, nope, I do not want to be that. I want to be in the brush layer. So let's go to, I want to get something that looks a little rockier down there. Can I have another background layer? I guess it really wouldn't matter, right? Yeah, you're not going to see anything like that anyway. However, interesting. All right, we're going to do a real quick save because 241 is a lot of changes. And where is the save now? Well, we're just going to come up here and do it this way. And while that's doing, oh, love you, dude. Have a good one. QQ. Or not. My darn QQ button's not working. My poor computer. All right, I will tell everyone what. That'll be my turn to sign off too. But I am going to practice with the new layers tool a little bit more. So let's go to the show closing page instead, since things aren't working the way I want them to. Folks, on the screen right now, you should see all the stuff, all the places that you can find Tellest content out there on the internet. Tellest.com is a great first place to start, but you can also go to other places to check out our maps and stuff. We've got patreon.com/Tellest, where you can find all of our maps for the lowest price. We also have a commercial license that you can jump on as well if you want to use some of our maps in your adventures and things like that. And we're starting to expand into other assets as well, like stamps for Incarnate and things of that nature. We've also got Drive-Thru RPG, where you can reach us at battlemapfantasy.com. That is where you can get all of our stuff like a la carte. Like if you have maps that you want to just use for home adventures and stuff like that, that's a great way to do that. We're going through a little bit of a blip with our Etsy store right now, but when we have that back up and running, tellest.etsy.com is a great first place to go for physical maps if you don't have the opportunity to catch us live at any of the events that we go to. We've got 2 TikTok channels, at Tales of Tellest and at Weird Witch Wands, where you can find our pups and all of Rihanna's really cool witchy themed stuff. And then we've got 2 video channels that you can check out. youtube.com/@worldoftellest is where we go when we're ready to post all of our stuff after we're off the Twitch platform. It's like a month or whatever it is before your videos drop, but twitch.tv/thattellestguy is the only place where you can come check us out live, chat with me, get your channel points, that kind of stuff. In the next couple of weeks, we're going to start to bring back Quantum Quest Live, and as we get closer to 70 followers, we've got more stuff that's going to unlock soon. So definitely be sure to check by on those days. But that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to wrap things up, and we'll be back on Monday with Talking Tellest. So until next time, I'll miss you.